Hello fellow gamers, welcome to Azreality Gaming. My name is Dustin, and today we're going to be doing a game pickup video with a side of mail call. So let's get into some live footage here of what we are able to find and show you at the end what I picked up. Let's go. Okay, bunch of goodies for us here today. Managed to pick up two of the classic editions of the Super NES and the Nintendo NES system. I found these on offer up from a guy for about 75 bucks each, 150 for both, which the going rate actually for open boxes are around 130 to 150 or so. So it was nice to be able to grab these two. I do have two of these already, so I did pick these up to be able to kind of flip them. So hopefully I'll be able to do so and make a little extra money so that I could buy some more games. Obviously, that's what we're doing. Alright, and next up, I got a few Switch games from different places around the internet, of course. GameStop was one of them. I did manage to pick up a few through OfferUp. A gentleman in the local area is an Amazon, friend of an Amazon rep or something like that, so he gets discounts on games. I kept wondering, like, why are you getting these games so cheap? They're brand new. So, picked up Astria Ascending. There we go. RPG, you know, I'm an RPG collector. This is one that I actually really wanted to play. It's fairly cheap. It's not gotten a lot of good reviews, but I like the art style on it a lot. So if it goes well, I'm playing it. Maybe I'll do a review on it. Stay tuned for that. Next up for the RPGs, Bravely Default, number 2 for the Switch. Still sealed. I'll get to playing this one. I missed it when it first came out. I was too busy playing other games. I think I was playing World of Warcraft at the time. Shame on me. Okay, next up, got this one for Christmas actually. That's the Dragon Warrior series, Dragon Quest, but Dragon Warrior 1, 2, and 3 for the NES, all in one fancy collection. 1 is great, it's a classic, we know. 3 is awesome. 2, so-so. 4, pretty awesome too. Also, Disgaea 6. A lot of people know I'm a big Disgaea fan, so I had to pick up the more recent edition of that. Looking forward to playing this one as well. These are super funny games. And I've done a review for some of the Disgaea series before. I'll put a link up in the comments here for you guys if you want to check that out. A lot of fun games. Kind of a strategy, tactical version with a lot of humor behind it. So, there you go. Alright. On to some disc games. Start with Xbox One. I picked this one up at Goodwill. I've got it for the 360, but I love the Lego games. Something about these Lego games just make me so happy. They also drive me to 100% them, which not many games do that, but they're just still easy enough to be able to platinum. But these are good games. I like to play these. It's on my list, of course, once I get through the billions of RPGs that I've got. Someday I'll be able to play these. Speaking of RPGs, I managed to grab Magna Carta from Al's Music and Video Games. I was actually shocked to see this one there. I check every time I'm there because it's one that I've been really wanting to get. And they had it, and at a reasonable price too with the manual. So $36, Magna Carta, Part 2. By the way, getting difficult to find. If you're looking for an investment, I honestly think this is going to be one that could go up. Xbox 360 games don't normally rocket up a bunch on the RPGs area, but that could be one that could. So keep your eye on that one. Sacred 3, kind of a top-down isometric RPG. There's Sacred 1 and Sacred 2. I used to play these with some friends back in the day. And wanted to pick this one up as well. I've got it for the PS3. You know, it's weird collecting RPGs. Do you get them for just one system? Do you get them for both systems? I'm a glutton. I'm getting it for both. Next up, Agrest of War for 360. This is part 1. Picked this up from Super Smash down in Tacoma. Really good deal on these ones, so I was happy to pick those up there. And now we're moving on to NES. So, as a lot of you know, I collect NES games. I'm going for a complete North America release set. Maybe with Stadium events, we'll see. But I've been going through an alphabetical order from A's to B's to C's. And of course, sometimes just finding whatever I've got. I've currently got 391 single individual unique Nintendo games. And I'm almost done with the C's, which is great. Because I did manage to pick up a couple more C's. I've only got 3 left, by the way. I've only got Chubby Cherub, Castle of Dragon, and Cowboy Kid. So if you got any of those guys out there and you want to trade them or sell them, let me know. Managed to pick up Conan. The Conan, it's not the Destroyer, it's just Conan, but there actually is a full name for it. But anyways, it's really difficult to find these days. A highly uncommon game. The game absolutely blows, by the way. It's a sucky game. It's hard to understand what the hell you're even doing. Weapons drop on the ground, and no matter what combination of buttons you do, you can't pick them up. Maybe I'll search the internet for it, figure it out sometime. Chip 'n Dale 2 Rescue Rangers. The first one, of course, is classic. Number 2 was later in the series, and so not as many printed. So also another really expensive game to get there. A few $100 for that. And Cliffhanger. Good old Cliffhanger. Sylvester Stallone from the late 90s movie, and they made it into a wonderful, violent video game. A not too bad game. It's actually pretty easy to beat. I may be doing a review on that one or a playthrough pretty soon, so keep an eye out for that one. I love the Cliffhanger series. I watched that movie a lot when I was a kid. I don't know why, but I just did. I enjoyed it. So it's nice to be able to pick up the game for that as well. So again, 3 C's left. But now we're moving on to all the other stuff, because if we just stick on C's, I'll never get my set done. So whenever I find deals, I try to pick them up. So just going through the whole set, the whole series. Rescue Embassy Mission. This is actually supposed to be a pretty good game. I have not played it to my recollection, but it's Coleman's. So thanks, Coleman. Appreciate you there. Got that one. The Simpsons, Bart versus the Space Mutants. There's Bart versus the Space Mutants. These games actually are a lot of fun. Most of these Simpson games are on any of the series, Super Nintendo, Genesis, Nintendo. They're always good, classic games. The Little Mermaid by Disney. There's actually quite a few of these little Disney games that I'm going to need to pick up soon. Darkwing Duck, I think, is the more expensive one, but we'll be getting to that one soon. And the most common game ever, besides like Mario Duck Hunt, whatever you want to call it. Silent Service. I didn't have Silent Service. Like I was going through my list, I couldn't believe I didn't have this game. This is like $1 game. I picked, $3. Woo, what a deal. I could have picked it up for $1 probably. Don't buy this game. It's terrible. But if you need a collection, you need it for your collection. Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road. Played this in the arcade when I was a kid. Pumped so many quarters into this. It's so much fun. Keep upgrading your vehicle as you go through. Another great game to have. The NFL game. Again, I thought I had this one. I guess I got the MLB game, but I didn't get the NFL. That's why we keep lists, so we make sure we don't buy the same things twice. $1 common game. Don't buy this game. It's terrible. Another C that I had that I needed, Conflict, which actually was getting difficult to find. It's common, but maybe slightly uncommon. Not super expensive, 10, 12 bucks, something like that. But 10 games. I haven't played it. You let me know if it's any good. Super Team Games. This is one of those action pad games where you hit your hand on the things, because nobody runs on those, the power pad. They just, you hit the hands on them. But never played it. Super Teams Games, whatever. Soccer. The original Black Label Soccer. I'm almost done with all my Black Labels. I've got a handful left. Again, cheap, easy, $5 pickups. Videomation. There's some weird games out there. I think this is one where you draw on the screen maybe, or yeah, something like drawing on the screen. Maybe like a Color Me Dinosaur. I don't know. I'll look at it and see. Tecmo's Star Force. There it is, Star Force. Star shooting game. Almost there. Roller games. Roller games, not roller derbies or anything like that. I'll get a better. There it is. Roller games. Okay. And so it looks like down here on the bottom they cleaned it up a little bit with a white, was it the Mr. Clean pads or the Scotch-Brite pads? If you do those too hard, it actually strips the surface off on these games, and it's kind of slick there. You can kind of see from the, yeah, you can see right there. So don't use those unless you use just a real light kind of swirls on them, and just do like a real soft layer. If you're trying to get out markers, use a dry erase marker on it. Let it rub it over the top, let it dry, and then wipe it off. It'll come off pretty easily. Roger Clemens MVP Baseball. Okay. Rockin' ball. Rocking some balls here, I guess. See if we can get that in focus there. There we go. Rockin' balls. Okay. No idea what game that is about. I haven't played hardly any of these. Milan's Secret Castle. Milan's Secret Castle, maybe? I'm not sure the pronunciation. I think it's Milan's, probably. I did play this as a kid. This is actually a pretty good game. It's fun to go through this one. I'm trying to remember the details of it. It's escaping me, but there are some memories behind that one. Rental days, a good old video theater where I was born. Win, lose, or draw. Play the board game, watch the TV show, and you too can play the video game and win, lose, or draw. Last of the NESs for this time around, Thundercade. No idea on this one. It looks cheap. It looks terrible, but maybe it's good. There's a kind of a motorcycle with guns on it, tanks, there's airplanes, helicopters, jets, and submarines. So with all that in a game, how can you go wrong, right? And lastly, it's not really game related, but still kind of retro related. Picked up a copy of House 2 for the VHS, from Al's as well, for $9. I thought it was a pretty good deal. This is a movie that when I was a kid, I thought would scare the crap out of me. And you look at that hand, like that's a creepy hand, right? I wouldn't see this movie. And on the back, you've got like those are some creepy looking scenes, man. I don't know, like no, thank you. I did recently watch House 1 for the first time, and it is hilariously funny. So I have high hopes that House 2 will be equally as funny and enjoyable. I'm trying to get some horror ones from the VHS days that I was so scared to watch when I was a kid, and now they're actually funny, so I'm enjoying them. Alright, there you have it. Pickups for the last few months and mail calls that I've done through OffersUp, eBays, etc. Pretty good finds. Try to put some big whales in there for you guys, some more expensive games. Hopefully next month I'll be able to have that Cowboy Kid. I'm trying to finish up the C's this next month, and I'm trying to get over 500 NES games before the end of summer. So let's see if I can do that. It should be pretty easy. I'm pretty close. But with that being said, if you like these kind of videos, the game huntings, mail calls, things like that, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more content like this. I do retro to modern game reviews, pickup videos, things like that. And of course, be excellent to each other, keep on gaming, and we'll see you guys next time.